I know you are going to skip this video or turn it on at 2x speed. If I would not say something like, the brain is not actually processing things clearly. This was a hook, a technique every single content creator used to grab your attention. And while hooks are the great for the engagement, they are really messing up how we consume the content. And maybe you're fine, but for me, these habits are really destroyed my focus. Hi, I'm Nishita Klar, aka Your Niche. I'm the founder of the Social Next, a marketing agency that I started at the age of 22. Now I'm 24 currently, and maybe for some of you, being a founder at the earliest 20 is really amazing thing. But let me tell you, I didn't get here just because I was so disciplined or intelligent. In fact, for the longest time, I really struggled with my attention span. Just like a college kid, I could not focus on anything, literally not even reading a book. Even when I know that reading a book is the only solution that can fulfill my childhood dream, I needed constant dopamine hit. Maybe it's just watching the Instagram reels, snappy videos, or some YouTube shorts while eating the food. This habit of instant gratification hold me back from achieving my goal and discovering my full potential. If it sounds familiar, don't worry, you are not alone. And the good news is we can fix it. But if you're someone watching this video just to fix your brain, this video is not for you. This is for the people who really want to apply this and really want to achieve their higher potential. If you are serious, put this video on full screen, your phone on do not disturb mode, and make sure you watch this video in 1x speed. No 2x allowed. So let's start the challenge. Today I will share how I overcome all these struggles and some simple steps help you improve your attention span that I have used by myself. First is finding the problem. The first thing you need to understand that it's not your phone or social media that is ruining your attention span. At least as a marketer, I can't say this at all. But it's about how we react to them. Every time we jump on a notification, check our phone just out of the boredom, the multitasking, these all things are just training our brain to crave for the dopamine hit. Over time, this makes it hard to focus on the tasks that require deep, meaningful effort, like learning a new skill, building a business, or even reading a book. For me, this was a big wake-up call, and I realized that if I don't control it now, my short span is not gonna let me go anywhere, and I will never be able to achieve my childhood dream. So how did I fix it? The first step was accountability. I stopped blaming my phone and started looking at my habits. And I realized that I was in the control of how I reacted to this distraction. And here is what I changed. First, I created a no phone zone. Even though my phone was not responsible for my low attention span, but I knew that how I'm going to react to that. So I created a no phone zone. So that means I keep my phone out of my bedroom when I'm sleeping, no phone on the dinners, and not even on my workspace when I'm really focusing on some specific task. This helped me to build a boundary between my focus and my distraction. And trust me, after that, I used to get so much of free time. Second, minimizing multitask. I know you must be reading comments while watching this video, right? We all do that. But even when we take it as like a proud moment, it's actually hurting our brain. As we're reading something else, we're listening something else, and your brain is just wiring up the things. So instead of multitasking, try to focus all on your one task at a time. And this leads to me my second and the next point, focus sessions. Instead of just trying to focus on hours and not able to achieve that, I started my journey from the 10-minute task only. I set up a 10-minute task and give myself that I will not distract myself in this meantime. Because as a founder or anyone, you can always relate that whenever we are working on some specific task, we always remember 2 to 3 tasks in between of that. And because of this, we started working on each task at one time. But here is how I fixed it. Whenever I started working on something specific problem, and I remember something like sending an email to someone, instead of just sending that at that same time, I just start using my notepad and put it like, I will do this email after this task. Whenever I remember something new, I just put it in my task list. I just put it on my notepad and say to myself that I will use this after this problem 4. After I will do this task after the problem 5. I will do this task after the problem 6. Fourth and the most important task I did to make sure that my attention span is not low, that I learned to embrace boredom. During wait times like waiting for a food in a restaurant or maybe for a train, most of the time you see people, all they do while just waiting is just scroll on their phone. But it's not like everything around us is all white and we have nothing to watch on and we are feeling bored. But the thing is, we don't even find anything interesting in the things that are not giving us the dopamine hits. And that's why we become so much of connected with our phone that everything else just make us feel bored. So just because of this, I thought, why not I just let myself feel bored? Like there is nothing bad in being boring or feeling bored. So instead of just reaching out to my phone whenever I feel bored, I just let myself feel bored. So sometimes I just daydream and just sit on a chair doing nothing. But trust me, this was so relaxing and really taught me how to stay in the present. Fifth is reading book or listening to the podcast. And I'm not talking about watching those Instagram reels with the podcast. I'm really talking about reading a real book with 2 pages a day or listening a podcast at least for 1 hour in a day. Because listening a podcast can really help you increase your attention span. Let your mind process the world and imagine all the things that they are saying in the podcast itself. So I dared myself to listen to the podcast every single day for 1 hour instead of scrolling Instagram reels. These small changes doesn't feel a lot at the first, but after the longer time, this has really made a big impact on my time. Slowly, I rebuilt my focus and start achieving things I thought I could never done that. Why this matter? See, fixing your attention span is not just about being more productive. It's about unlocking your full potential. For me, it means finally being able to focus long enough to build a business that I'm proud of. For you, it could be anything like excellence in your career, learning a new skill, or reading a new book. Remember that great thing in life is not short, they are deep. So don't just improve your attention span just because the people are saying that you should, but do it for yourself, for a life that you can actually remember. Your attention span is your superpower, and when you can control it, you can achieve things to the maximum. And here's what I want you to do is just pick up one tip from this video and start using that from today. Just one, whether it could be no phone zone or stop multitasking or setting focus or just listening to a podcast for 1 hour without being bored. Or just start reading books or listening to a podcast for 1 hour without scrolling your phone. And comment and tell me how it actually worked for you. Let's support each other in taking our focus back in the life and improving to the less potential. I will see you in the next video at 1x speed, of course. Bye.